Oh my goodness. What is going on, everybody? We have finally made it. We are starting our Farming Simulator 19 Let's Play today. Now, first, before we start getting into our map and everything, I first want to say I really apologize for being late. I know I said, hey guys, look forward right when the landscaping tool video gets to 5 views. You can be expecting this video. I am late. I brought it when I have 8 views on that video. I have done that already twice. I told you that I would never do it again before that, but I really apologize for that. But let's get into this. Here we are on Farming Simulator 19. We've got the premium edition. We have all DLC downloaded. Um, we can't play multiplayer obviously because I'm on console. Tutorials, we've already done all that. Eventually I probably will make the videos for that, even though you can literally just do it yourself. It will teach you how to play the game, and why would I teach you how to play the game? Whatever. All the mods, we have an insane amount of mods downloaded. It takes you like 4 seconds for the page to open, but yeah, we've got some great mods that were just recently downloaded, recently released, all these cool stuff. We'll probably be using a lot of these trophies. You can see all the trophies in the main menu. I've earned 11 of them. We've gotten the long play, lucrative labor, good deed, backyard gardener, starting small, happy plants, reap what you sow, fervent farmer, plant prosperity, delighted plants, and I think that's it. Oh, and I saw that coming. Now, the thing is, with one of the maps, yes, I'm going to say one of the maps, because in this Let's Play, we are going to be on 3 different maps. I will show you and probably tell you eventually, but 3 different maps. One of them has such big fields that we'll probably be getting these cultivate, fertilize 100 hectares very quickly. So, let's get into this. PlayStation Store options and credits doesn't really matter. I mean, I could look at options. Here's what I have it on. I have 90-degree field of view, so that is a very good field of view. It is 1/4 of a rotation. You got the in-game HUD scale 100%, invert wide look off, volume master 100%, music volume off. Vehicle volume I got it at 50 just so I can hear myself talk during video. I'll probably turn that down a little bit though. Environment and radio 50. I won't be playing the radio. And GUI volume is 100%. So now let's get into this. Let's go into career, and you'll be able to see some of my career modes that I have open, and you'll be able to probably see the 2 maps that we're going to be using. We're not using Felsbrunn. We've got a couple long plays on here. We've got some 2-hour one there, a couple half hours. That one I kind of just started because I was just kind of looking at the map. And then we've got that one, which is 6 hours and 15 minutes. That is not the one we're starting on. But since we have 5 in a row and then we're blank, let's start on save game 6. So we are going to be starting on start from scratch. Now, I am probably going to pause the video right when we start, just so I can set up my settings and perfect the game. Alright, so probably right before I press start to get into the game, I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'll come back in when we're in the map, just so we can start real cool. Alright, so start from scratch. We'll select that. Our map we're going to be starting on. We have 5 maps available. We have the base games. We've got Ravenport and Felsbrunn. We've got the Alpine farming DLC map, Erlengrat. We've got FS19 Doll Ranch, and we've got Goldcrest Valley. We're going to be starting on the base game. I apologize if you guys don't like the base game map, but we're going to be starting on that. So we got character 1. You can see my little character there. I got the vest. I got my aviators. And just recently I actually bought a real life pair of aviators. So I like how I can actually wear those. But yeah, I'm actually probably going to keep our character just like that. I'm a John Deere person. Got the John Deere hat, John Deere shirt. So let's continue. And you'll be able to see the amount of mods that I have downloaded. It takes a little bit for it to load up. You can see all the mods. I'm just gonna zip through all of these. I love how they're in alphabetical order. Alright, so you can actually see all this stuff. So you can see all the different mods I have downloaded. I got some awesome sheds, awesome silos, definitely a bunch of awesome tractors. But yeah, so oops, I just did not want to do that. Start from scratch on Ravenport, continue, and then start. Alright, so guys, I'm going to pause the video right here. I'll be coming back right when we are in the game, ready to start. I'm going to adjust some things, adjust my settings. I will show you my settings once I get in, but I just kind of want to adjust the game a little bit to make it more of a realism for a new farmer. So, I will see you in just a little bit. So, here we are on Ravenport. This is the base game USA map. So right when you buy either the PC version, Xbox version, or PlayStation version, this will be the base game USA map that you will receive. Now, the European map, obviously, like you probably know, is Felsbrunn. That is, we are not going to be playing on that in this Let's Play. I mean, we might enter it just as, like, say that if we wanted to add, like, oh, we have a lot of money, we might go on a vacation or something. We might go up to Felsbrunn and then switch over to another game and play some hunting or something. I don't know. I might fit that into the Let's Play. Shout out to the squad. He was the one who thought about that. He would play Farming Simulator. He would go to like a forestry area of Farming Simulator and pretend like he was hunting. Then you just switch over to the Hunter Call of the Wild. So I might play a little bit of that. So it is 9 o'clock right now. It is just cranked over to 9 o'clock. I adjusted my settings. I am on start from scratch. And yes, the way I do that is I literally just lease a bunch of money down, so my money is trimmed down to the amount that I want, and I went $1 under the amount I wanted. So that is really annoying. So I wanted to be at 100,000, but 99,999 is very good still. So let us start our Let's Play off on a good note. So what we're gonna do, this is usually the area that you would start off with in the game. You know, you'd have in this little area right here, you'd have a barn, you'd have a shed over there, you'd have a house, you'd have like a stable, some storage, a little garage right there, no workshop. And then, of course, if you guys are really familiar with the game, right when you start out on like a new farmer, you would be having a combine ready to harvest this field, you'd have a cultivator ready to disc that field, and you'd have a seeder ready to plant that field, and that field would just be empty, ready to either be planted or just ripped up again, plowed, limed, something like that. Anything like that. But what are we going to do first? We are going to do our first little realism thing. A normal person would probably not walk all the way to the shop from here. I mean, in older times they probably would. But since we're going to just walk over to the road right here, just going to stand on the road and pretend like we catch a taxi. We'll catch a taxi up to, let's just go to the gas station. Here we go. Drop us off on the gas station. Thank you. Here's your tip. Thank you. Goodbye. So, I will show you my settings now. As you can see, I'm on the map. This is your cool map. I love this map. This map is really awesome. Got a mix of big fields, like gigantic fields, like these couple, like maybe 4 or 5 right here. You've got some medium fields like 9, 10, 1, 2, and 3 up there, 9 and 12 right here, and even 13 is kind of a big field. And then you've got a plethora, I guess, plethora of small fields here at the bottom right-hand corner of the map. You've got your base game fields, you've got some midway between medium and small fields, and then you've got some more small fields here. So my settings, you got your precision farming page. This is what shows you all like the soil samples that you have taken of certain parts of the map. You've got your prices. As you can see, this shows prices, where they can be sold and how much they can be sold for. I have my economic difficulty on hard, so these prices are insanely low compared to when you have it on easy. You have anything wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, cotton, sugar cane, eggs, which can be sold for an insane amount on any level, wool, milk, that looks like maybe wood chips. Yeah, wood chips. You've got silage, hay, grass, and straw, manure, and slurry, and all the different sell points. You've got the barn, which I think it's only you can sell grass and straw and hay and silage on that. Yeah, you can sell that at the barn. You can sell pretty much anything at the central grain elevator, port grain elevator, the ranch, and the restaurant. Sawmill is only for wood, and then cotton and wool can be sold at the spinnery. I have no vehicles. This kind of just shows you, like your vehicle name, the amount of days it has on it, the condition it's in, the price you can sell it for right now, and other types of things. Finance screen, this shows you all your finances, and as you can see, we are $250,000 in debt. So right now, we pretty much have $100,000 in debt, because we have the amount to put us down to $150,000 in debt, but that we're not going to do, because we want to get at least 1 or 2 little vehicles so we can do some contracts without having to lease items. Now, you can see that $650,000, that was the vehicle leasing cost that I had. I literally did that. I leased like a couple of D11 dozers, a couple TerraTracks, some pallet forks, just to trim the amount down very precisely. And as you can see, you have literally finance screen for everything: vehicles, livestock, buildings, running costs, animal upkeep, sales, all that kind of stuff, fertilizer costs, seed costs, and even contract income and like wage payments. So wage payments would be when you hire workers. So next page would be contracts. We're going to be going in here very soon, so I'll show you that in a bit. Statistics, you can see all the different things we can have. We have been playing for a total amount of 9 minutes. This here, you can see all the work you've done. You can see during the session and total amount of work done on this Let's Play. Worked hectares, cultivated hectares, fuel usage, seed usage, fertilizer usage, created bales, missions completed, all that kind of stuff. Here are my settings. All right, so we have our time scale. We're gonna move it up to 5 times. We have our economic difficulty on hard, traffic on, dirt fast, because when the dirt starts building up and you don't wash stuff, the condition goes down faster, which I want it to be as realistic as possible. Automatic engine start off, stop and go braking off, so that means that you have to back up, then you have to take your foot off the gas, and then press the reverse before you can actually back up. Fuel usage, default, so this will be using it at a default rate instead of low. Helper refills of everything will be off, so that's seed, fuel, fertilizer, slurry, manure, all that kind of stuff. Crop destruction on, periodic plowing on, lime required on, weeds on, autosave interval off, because that really screws with me every time I try and do stuff. And then all the other settings you don't really need. Help menu, I will show you that probably later, but right now we are not going to do that. So let's run over to the shop. I'm going to go in and pick up a Mountain Dew Kickstart. I'll go over here. Oh, no, that's the bank. Is that the bank? I think this is supposed to represent the bank, or tire shop, or bank tire shop mix, whatever. I'm going to go in and get myself a Mountain Dew Kickstart. I'll be back. So, that Kickstart is going to keep me awake for a little bit. I got the Fruit Punch, which is the best next to, I guess probably the best along with the grape one, but whatever. So let's go over here and see what kind of contracts we have available. Yeah, over here obviously is the shop. You've probably seen this in every video that I've done of vehicle reviews in my in-game garage tour. You've got a bank right here, ATM, one of 3. You've got one here. You've got one at that tire shop, tire shop bank thing that I said over there. And then you've got one downtown in that direction. Over there. It's actually down at the little marketplace, market square. And then here's your shop menu. This is where you open it up to find all the vehicles. So, let's not waste any more time. I apologize. I love talking about stuff, just even intros. So, let's get into this. Let's find a contract. Cultivating field 12 for $2,963. Geez, cultivating field 24 for $178, plowing field 25 for $499, and then plowing field 5 for $15,000. Oh my goodness. Let's see, 12, 24, 25, and 5. So 12 is this one. That was for like 3,000. 24. That one was that for 170. This one for like 400. That was plowing that one. And then field 5 is this one. I actually did this contract just a few weeks ago for 15,000. Do we do contracts or do we try and buy some vehicles? I'll do some vehicles. I'll get like a vehicle. I might get like a truck, trailer, and tractor maybe. Now, one last thing. I know, one last thing again. I know I told you guys that I was going to make this first episode of this a live stream, but my laptop for my chat is being very annoying. I haven't been able to get the chat up so I could reply to people who might be watching. So I really apologize. It will probably be a while before we can do our channel's first ever live stream. So let's get into this. So let's get to the shop menu. Go to cars. You're gonna get a pickup truck. These are really good. These are the base game ones, obviously, and this is the Mahindra DLC, 99 cents. Here's David Fructuoso, or 82 Square Studios, his TLX 2020. And yes, David, if you are watching this, I will be using this in this Let's Play, just not right now. I want to start small and then move up to the high level stuff, which this would go into. What do I get? Ooh, there's always this thing. I like this thing. It reminds me of very classic stuff, like almost like a Jeep. This reminds me of the Jeep Gladiator. I can't tell you how much this reminds me of the Jeep Gladiator. Get it like this black. I don't like the white on it personally. I wish you could change the color of that, but that reminds me of a Jeep Gladiator. Is there any truck I can get for cheaper though? Because that thing's $45,000. Jesus, $55,000. I won't have any more money. I guess I could get this. I'm gonna get this. Now, which color? Got white, beige, silver, metal, gray, Agco, Onyx, Jet, John Deere, JCB yellow, Challenger yellow, Starro orange, Fendt red, Case IH red, Massey Ferguson red, Hardy red, Rabe blue, Lemkin blue, New Holland blue, Goldhofer blue, Deutzfahr green, John Deere green, Nature green from Fendt, Classic green from Fendt, Garlic, Dirt, Crimson, Pink, Purple, Azul, Navy, Olive, Kloss, white, Kloss, yellow, Kloss orange, and Kloss gray. One color that I always liked on this truck was that. That looks really nice, but that doesn't really look like a natural color that you'd see in real life. No. Oh, that looks terrible on that. Orange. Ooh, what about this? That looks nice, but what about like a darker red or like a gray? There we go. That is going to be it. That is the color we're going to be getting. Now, I was going to go with these little teeny off-road tires, but I think the regular Lizard standard tires look better. So it is $26,000. Let us buy this. Buy for $26,500. Our first purchase. Wow. So here's our pickup truck. It looks very nice. It looks cool. It looks like a Jeep or like an international Jeep, kind of like that. And you can see you actually got the ratchet straps in the back. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 ratchet straps. And let's take this for a spin. This mod, guys, I will try. In the link down in the description down below, I will try and put the links to each mod that I download in the description, which there's going to be a lot. I don't really plan on using very many in-game vehicles, just because modders are way better at making mods than Giants, because Giants are kind of like Chevrolet. I'm not dissing Chevrolet, they make great vehicles, but Giants is kind of like Chevrolet, and modders are like Cadillac, okay? You've got like the middle modders, which I guess I could say is like GMC. Then you've got the really cheap stuff that doesn't really work very well, which is Giant Software. I mean, it works fine. I'm not saying that Giants doesn't make good mods. I'm just saying that that would be Giants down in the low tier. But modders, they make such beautiful stuff for all platforms. They would be the Cadillac. Or even put it in Ford, just so you can say Ford is the cheap stuff, Lincoln is the high-end stuff. Now, sounds awesome. That is the base game sound for the pickup 1978, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. The interior is probably the most plain interior I've ever seen on a pickup truck in this game. But yeah, and then you can unfold the truck all the way, which looks awesome. So that would be great for transporting pallets. Now, what we must do next is get a tractor. So we need to go into small tractors because there's no way I'm affording big tractors. Because I think what's the cheapest big tractor? You've got 107,000. You got 93, 78. You've got the $50,000 John Deere 4040. We'll probably be getting that one here pretty soon because I am a huge John Deere person, so I love John Deere. But yeah, look at that, all that. Nothing is less than 50,000 in medium tractors. So small tractors are a lot more on my line of budget. We could get one of these teeny tractors, but I'm not sure if I really want to. I mean, it would be huge within my budget, but I'm not sure. And you've always got this Fiat, which is 26,000, which is literally the same amount as my truck was. We will most definitely be getting this 5075. I love that tractor. Oh, perfect. Massey Ferguson. Which one should I get, though? You've got this one, and then you've got the one with the stack. I kind of like this one, just because if you guys know the Massey Ferguson skid loader mod, this goes along perfectly with that. Okay, because this was a mod that was released, like, I think 2 days ago, maybe 3. It was released last week at some point. But yeah, so let's see what we can do with this. You can have this is like more of a construction one. Flat top fenders with a cab. That looks kind of nice. A cabin. Industrial tires, grassland tires, road tires, agriculture tires. Engine setup 20 multi-power. Front loader attacher. I might do this. Or you know what? It's got the same amount of horsepower. I'm going to get the more classic looking one that looks more like a farm tractor. I'm going to get it with the optional straight pipe, I guess straight pipe if you want to call it. Side headlights or front headlights. Side headlights looks a little more powerful, or looks, beefier. Doesn't change price. Wheel setup, you got wheel weights, which I have no idea where the heck those weights go. You got rear twins. Rear twins looks really nice. I might just get the rear twins on it just so I don't have to pay for it later. 135 multi-power. That multi-power tag looks nice on there, but I'm not going to waste my money on that. Front loader attacher, I'm definitely getting that. Anything else? Oop, that took off my front front loader attacher. I don't want that. All right, so that's our tractor we're gonna get. It is $15,650. Buy it. This is fun buying stuff. I mean, you got your tractor there. Look at that. Is that not a super cool tractor? Oh wow! I just realized something. I'm gonna have to fix this a little bit. I took off my headlights. I actually put my headlights way back here. That's weird. Whatever. I'm gonna get a front loader attacher. Or front loader bracket, I should say. And then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this tractor to our house. Yes, we actually have a makeshift house. It's not actually ours, but it's just, I'm pretending that it is. I like the extended one, so we're gonna get that one. And let's hop in. Jeez, it hauls it in reverse. Jiminy Christmas. And then we're going to go in and we're just going to get a normal, completely normal pallet fork if we can. That's the thing. I'm not really sure if this Massey Ferguson, I hope this will work. I hope this will attach. That's my that's what I'm hoping. Wow, I almost took out a trash can. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. Oh, good. So the pallet fork works. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this to our house. I will lead you the way the first time, but when I bring my pickup, I'm just going to, I'll just drive it over there with the video paused. Okay. So let's take the tractor there. It goes really fast for such a small tractor. So yes, this is our house. I mean, obviously there is a car here. I'm just pretending like this is my mom's or something. But, or if it's my girlfriend's or whatever. But yeah, so we have our tractor, and then we're gonna go get our truck. So I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be right back with the truck, and I'll probably be getting a trailer as well. So, welcome back, guys. I know you just saw me buy that 1969 pickup, but I had to switch it because it did not have a trailer hitch. I wanted to get this little trailer. And by the way, guys, this Bachmann trailer is part of the Alpine Farming DLC, which is $19.99 in the DLC menu. So, not exactly cheap, but not exactly insanely expensive. But yeah, so I traded it in for this pickup Rodeo, which is actually, guys, if you are real big farming simulator people like me, you'll know that this is the truck, the base game old style truck from Farming Simulator 2017. And then, of course, if you guys do remember, you Farming Simulator people, the new style truck from Farming Simulator 2017 was based on a Chevrolet pickup. Yes, we're just going to pull our truck around here, park it right behind our tractor. There we go. Very nice. And I have big plans for this truck. I know in the shop menu you can modify this thing so cool. I'm going to be probably putting like a lift kit on it, put a gooseneck on it. We can pull some gooseneck trailers with it. Because this thing likes to squat with even with very little weight. So if you put a gooseneck on it, it'll probably be a lot better with the weight distribution. So now, we are going to probably either start a contract or start getting maybe some really cheap implements so we can get ready to start our own farm once we start getting some money, get some money in. But if you guys remember, we are $250,000 in debt, so that is not going to be easy. So let's go into this contracts menu. As you can see, it's still the same for contracts. We're probably going to get, like, that's not going to be very much, because it's, if you guys do know, if you borrow the items from the people, the money gets drained big, okay? So if you have a $2,000 contract and you borrow the items, it's going to be, like, cut in half. Okay, so see, like this, you'd be getting $100 from this, okay? Which is not actually that bad for seeing how big of a cultivator you get, but this here, this gets trimmed down to like $1,800, which is also is not bad, but it's not good either. Plowing, this gets reduced down to $400. We're going to accept this cultivating contract. We're going to borrow the items just because obviously we can't do anything other than that. So let's borrow these. And it says prepared field 12 for the next crop by cultivating. So let's take the truck. I know I just already pulled the truck out, but whatever. So let's just back this baby up and fly up to the shop. We'll be able to see this thing in motion. Now, it says that the top speed of this is 75 miles per hour, but I've never been able to get it over 65. So it's about 10 less. So let's just see if we can get this over to the top speed that it says. Oh, there it is. Maybe it's because I was pulling a trailer. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Come on, let's get to the top speed. Let's get to the top speed. Let's get to top speed. No cops. No cops. 74. 70. If it says 75, 74 is the max speed. Unless, of course, you're going down like a really steep hill. Yeah, so let's park this right here. And by the way, guys, don't actually go that fast in real life, because that would be very dangerous, especially with the curves. Now, if you want to try it, it's not smart, but if you want to try it, going down a straightaway, where you can see in front of you for a long distance, you can see behind you for a long distance, in both lanes, you can try and get up to a higher speed, but I wouldn't recommend going over 75. So, let's hop in this Fent. I think it's like a 1100 maybe. It's 1159 MT. Then we've got this. We looked at this when we were doing our Farming Simulator in-game garage tour. This is the Bednar. This is the Vertibox Fb 3000. So let's hop in this. It's got def, so not my favorite. I hate def. I mean, if you do know about def, it's supposedly good for the environment, but it literally like eats plastic. Don't get it on stuff, or else that will not be good. So, like I said, this has one of the most awesome base game starting sounds. But yeah, I think the field that we're going to be cultivating is right up here. Right up on the left. And also, to add to my realism, I will not be using a mini-map. I will have to open the menu just to look at my map. So, like if I'm driving and I need to find out where I'm going, I will literally have to pull over to the side of the road just to see. Alright, so I think this one right here is field 12. I believe it is. Yep, this is field 12 right here. This is a, how big of a field? Did it say how big of a field? 11 acres. So, I know guys, it is not real how big these fields are when I say this, but I always try and joke around and just say, so it's a realism thing when you have a big amount of land and how it takes so long sometimes. If it says 11 acres, I say it's 110 acres. I think the field 8 in the middle, I think that's like maybe 29 acres, so I just say that's 290 acre field, even though obviously it's not. So yeah, let's just unfold this. Obviously, it's got a really cool unfolding. And start this contract. Look at that. This is really cool. And I'll try my best to do all the work, not on camera, because that would make this a very long video. But I'm going to try and do all the work myself. Only if I have like a huge field to do with a small equipment, I will hire a worker to work on one side of the field, especially on these rectangular fields, which are very cool. I'll hire a worker to work on that side while I work on another. One cool thing I did in Aggravation Nesmus map. It's a really big map that's available on consoles, but it takes up a huge amount of space on your storage. But it was such a huge field. I hired one worker on one side of the field, one worker on the second side, a worker on the third side, and I worked on the fourth side. I hired them in just the right times so they would never run into each other. It was epic. I think that was on the, if you guys are looking at the map, or if you guys look up the map of Aggravation Nesmus, I think it's field 1, which is way up in the top right side. Yeah, so we just picked that up. Luckily, this thing's got a very decent turn radius. Unrealistically, you wouldn't be, or realistically, you would not be able to turn this wide with this. Oh, Jesus. I just messed that up. And during this Let's Play, I'll be telling you guys about myself, you know, what I do in real life, what I like doing, what I wish I could do, what I wish I had, what I wish I didn't have. And it'll just kind of be some conversation. So, why not start right now? We'll do a few passes and I'll talk to you about myself and about what I do. So, in real life, I am a mechanic. So in this series, I'll probably be pretending like, okay, if my tire breaks, or if oil filter's bad or something, or if I need to do an oil change on something, I will pretend like I'm actually doing it. Like, I might start a video like, I'm under a tractor or something. Oh yeah, I just had to replace the drain pan plug for the tractor. It was leaking, so I was wondering what was happening. I had to replace that. It was cracked, or it didn't have a seal on it. But where I work as a mechanic is at a private shop. It is called RGS Repair. If you guys don't know, I live in Nebraska, in Plattsmouth. It is about 5 minutes from where I live, so that is a really cool thing. It's not that far. When it gets warmer out, I was actually thinking about asking my mom if I could, when we get our dirt bikes running, if I could just ride my dirt bike out to work. That would be very, very fun. I'm not sure if she'd say yes, but whatever. But I am 18 years old. I'm going to be turning 19 in June. I am going to Metropolitan Community College. I'm studying diesel technology. Personally, I don't know why, because usually you go to college so you can get a job. I already have a job that I'll probably be keeping for quite a while. Because my boss, Randy Schroeder, shout out to you guys, Schroeder family. They're really nice. Shout out to Stephen Rye. He's going to be part of their family. They gave me a job just by me asking, and it was really, really nice. It was a very, it was a blessing, really. They're a blessing to have around. But yeah, usually you go to college, Metropolitan Community College, diesel technology program, to get a job. You like, oh, I want to go work at Freightliner or something. I need to go take these classes and get my degree in this so I can get a job there. But since I already have this job, I personally don't think I need it, but my mom wants me to take it, and I respect that, because the classes can be fun. Because right now, I was able to shimmy my way into one class this semester, which is the Fundamentals of Hydraulics, which is really fun so far. It's been, I guess, it is going to be fun. It hasn't been too fun right yet, just because it's been very slow. Not much has been going on. It's a blended class because of the pandemic, the China virus. So yeah, that is my work at RGS Repair, we work on a lot of stuff. Just last 2 weeks ago, I think, we finished overhauling a John Deere 3020 John Deere tractor, obviously, 1960s era, I believe. It was actually our neighbor's tractor, so that was really cool. It was very dirty. I had to hot see it. If you don't know what hot see is, a hot water pressure washer. I had to hot see it before we cleaned it, and literally every direction you point the wand, you go like, okay, I'm gonna reach it over this direction so it doesn't shoot at my face. It will always shoot at your face. You should have seen it. If you don't know, just a little to add to this, if you have fake leather boots, okay, fake leather, when they bleed, you know, when they get wet, they bleed yellow. Any water that goes through it turns yellow. Just whatever's built into the fabric. I got my boots so wet that my feet were stained yellow for the night. I came home after washing that. I spent like 5 hours washing it of an 8-hour day. I don't always work every day, but sometimes I will work 8 hours a day, get there at 8, go home at about 5, 6, something like that. But yeah, my feet were literally stained yellow. It was hilarious. And I'm calling my boss. I'm like, hey, Randy, one of those hoses on that tractor were like really bad, and it was leaking antifreeze. Is antifreeze bad if it gets on your skin? And he's like, no, it's not always bad if you get it on your skin. Now, if you get it on a cut, that's a bad thing. He was like, but don't worry about it. He's like, unless it went through a cut or something, you don't have to worry about that. And if you're wearing, he told me actually, if you're wearing fake leather boots like Justin brand, which is the brand I wear, extremely comfortable, they bleed yellow when they get all wet. The pad was filthy, okay, because you know concrete, if you have the concrete and you have the seal on it, which makes it extremely nice and smooth, makes it look pretty, that is supposed to be gray. It was a light gray. When I got done washing that, it was literally, see the uncultivated part of this field, it was literally that color. That's how much dirt came off that 3020. But yeah, we just got finished moving on from that little hotsy situation. After we got done overhauling that, we already had a 4020 taken apart, so we were overhauling that as well. I don't really know who it belongs to. I'll have to ask Randy that. Maybe in my next video I can tell you who it belongs to. But yeah, the 4020, we're actually just getting that together now. Hopefully by either this week or next week we will have that done and ready to send home. And then we've got, I think, 3 other tractors that are scheduled to be overhauled this winter season, I guess. But other things that I have done at Randy's place, or RGS, I mean, RGS Repair is the professional name for it, but since Randy and Bob, Chris, Lexi, Cassie, Jenna, they've all been so nice. Even Seth has been nice. He's his son. I kind of just call it Randy's place, and Randy's even let me call him Uncle Randy, so sometimes I'll call him that. He calls me Scooter. I have a few nicknames at work. Scooter, Gizmo, Turbo, Junior. Bob calls me Junior. Bob's my neighbor. He lives about 5 minutes in the opposite direction up my road. But other than that, before the winter and before I actually started working in July, I helped put, I think, the last like 4 or 5 things on a 4520, which is a 1969 4520 turbocharged. That thing sounded awesome. Look up, guys, when you're done watching, if you're not watching, when you're done watching this video or whatever, look up John Deere 4520 walk around. They'll show you a guy who drives it, and he will accelerate right when you throw that throttle up and you're in 8th gear and you're flying up the road. That turbo whistle is like music. It is like angelic music. I'm not kidding you. But after that, I helped with the full overhaul of a Ford 2110 tractor, which is, I think, a 100. I think it is actually maybe be about between 75 and 100 horsepower. I don't exactly know. I was new to the business at that time because that was literally in my like 2nd through 5th or 7th weeks. It was not it was not that I was very unfamiliar with the world of tractors, but now I've been able to work on a lot of stuff. If you guys were able to see my Facebook page before I deleted it, I'm not going to actually tell the reason why I deleted it. You probably saw the post about it, but you will be able to see all the stuff most of the stuff I worked on. I've worked on combines. I've worked on trucks. I've worked on pickups, cars. I mean, just to name a few cars that I've worked on. I helped with the diagnosis tablets. They're like $7 grand. You'd plug it into your car and it'll tell you what's wrong with them. I learned how to use one of those from Bob. He's more of a car person. Randy's more of the ag person and heavy duty diesel and stuff. Pickup trucks we've worked on. We've worked on my boss's wife's dad's truck. Okay, so my boss's wife, Chris, her dad's truck, which is like a 1999 or 2001 Chevrolet Silverado. We had to do the brakes on that. It was a terrible thing. The entire underside was like rust. It was literally just a rust frame. Safe, probably safe. Secure, for personal security, I wouldn't. I don't think so. Not in the least. But trucks I've worked on, semi trucks, I helped put a 5th wheel plate on a Peterbilt. I've helped tune up, grease like 17 semi trucks by now. My favorite job that I ever did on a semi truck related thing was I did a complete trailer brake job for a friend of ours named Barry Parsons. He lives up in Cedar Creek, Nebraska, just up a little bit from us. He had this was a drum brake system, so I actually had to take off the wheels, take off the spacer, take off the second set of wheels, take off the drums, the pads, all that kind of stuff, and the shoes, not pads, shoes. Replace all that, all the springs in there, and then I had to just adjust the slack adjusters, all that kind of stuff. Insanely fun stuff. I'm not kidding with you. That was literally the most fun I've had at work, and there have been a lot of fun things we've done. And now that I'm thinking about it, we have another 4520 or 4250. I think it's a 4250 that we're going to be overhauling after the 4020 is done. So that one might be able to take the cake as my favorite job that we've done here, just because 2110 overhaul, or I should start at the start. 4520 overhaul, I did barely anything on it, so I got very little experience from it. I think I helped put on the manifolds and valve covers, that kind of stuff. Nothing big. I just bolted on a few things. 2110, I put a lot of stuff together. I helped put the pistons in, I helped put the valves in, I helped put the rocker arms and valve covers, head, all that kind of stuff. I actually took the head down to a machine shop in Nebraska City, which I'm not really even sure if it's there anymore. I think they went out of business, or they quit or whatever. But that got me a lot of experience. 3020, I was there for the entire process, but since it was new, I was kind of already getting used to the Ford tractor. I was kind of still a little bit confused, because John Deere is way different than Ford. I mean, they've got the same type of style of engine, but it's a little bit different buildup of the engine. Now, 4020, I was there for the entire process except for removing and putting on the head, because I had to leave early. Okay, good. I had to leave early during the removal of the head, and I wasn't there for the day that they put the head back on. So 4250, which is the next tractor that Randy has scheduled for an overhaul, I'm hoping that I can be there for the full time. I was kind of asking him, hey, could you maybe call, if you're going to be working on something on a day that I say that I have off, could you maybe call me in so I can help you with it? Because I want to get the most experience on classic Deere tractors, so that way I really know what I'm doing. So that another reason why I want to do this is because if Randy has like a big service call, or if he goes on vacation or something, or if Bob goes on vacation at the same time, or even if Bob doesn't, I can just be there. Bob can be working on his cars that he usually has there, trying to get those running, and I can be the one doing the overhaul stuff. Because now the heads, that is kind of difficult to get on, because usually we have to use like a head jack or engine hoist or something, or engine jack, which is just like a crane. Or sometimes if it's like a really big head, like I think we actually did this for the 4020, we just back my boss's service truck, which has a Palfinger crane on it, and he uses the crane just to pick the head off, and then we guide it down with that. Yeah, so we're about halfway done with this field. We will look and see. I bet it's about 46%, 40%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna get to the end of this field, about maybe 1 or 2 more rows. Guys, tell me in the comment section when this video comes out if you like this process of what I'm doing this, where I kind of start the contract, I talk a little bit, then I went about maybe halfway through on a medium-sized field, the entire field for a small-sized field, and then maybe quarter on a huge field. Excuse me. I talk, and then after that I just pause the video and get to the end, and then we'll be moving on. Tell me if you like that. If you don't, I can just start the contract, do about 2 rows of it, and then skip to the end, and then we move on. That would make it very quick, but just tell me if you like that or not. But yeah, so I'll see you in just a little bit. I'm going to finish this contract. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so we just finished our contract. We just folded this up, and I made a huge mistake. As you can see, we are down some money. I went to go to the restroom, and I happened to accidentally press the hire worker button. Yeah, they got the work done, but it wasted 500 bucks. So, of the money that we get from this, we're only going to be getting about 1,000 of it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go into here, menu. As you can see, 1,700 bucks. Lease cost, 1,167. Total contract reward, 2,963. Total gross, or net, I should say, net would be 1,795. So let's collect this. We have finished our contract. We now have over $30,000, which is very cool. Now, what do we do next? You will have to wait to see for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I really apologize for being late with this, just with work, just with school, just with stuff around home. I have been kind of lazy with this. I really apologize for that. I'll once again, I can't say that I won't do it again, because with work it'll probably happen again, but I will try to make it a lot more reliable with my video uploads. But my thing is, now it is not going to be when a video hits 5 views. I'm going to try. I will post it probably in the YouTube community chat on my channel when I can't, but I'm going to try and record one of these videos every Saturday, because it is Saturday at the time of this recording. So I'll try and have a video uploaded on Sunday every week. So tune in for that every Sunday, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the first episode of our new Farming Simulator Let's Play here on Ravenport. We just got a contract done. We made about 1,700 bucks, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to receive more. I'll see you in our next video. Thanks, guys.